So, update for the mod boys. We did a lot of work on the Tomb Kings. I've been fasting for the last 3 days. No food. I'm just drinking some matcha tea and some coffee, and it's manageable. It's manageable. I'm down 2 kilos. I'm trying to lower my set point. So we haven't done anything around the faction effects. It's planned. But the biggest change in the playstyle, in the power level, has been Katep, followed by Arkan. Cetra has always been very powerful, but he has to be over the top. And Khalida got similar stuff as Arkan. But Katep has received the biggest changes. Katep will be a unique lord. It's a very long-range spellcaster, since he has an artillery mount. So his range is of spells and abilities almost the same as his artillery. We're going to have to adjust the Sandstorm again, but I guess Agneta can do it already. Put the Sandstorm as well to 400, because it has to be adjusted as well. I think 300 at Sandstorm is fine. Put the Sandstorm at 300, see how it feels. Put the Sandstorm at 300. 200 will not fit with the rest of the stuff. I mean, the player can use it better, but 300, it's more fitting for the AI. No, here Titan is incredibly powerful. Should not be a starting unit. Okay, Agneta, listen to this. Agneta, listen to this. On the Sandstorm skill, can you give the Sandstorm skill a buff to the Sandstorm range? That will be more fitting to have on the skill, so he doesn't have it from rank 1. But he gets a little bit later. Try there. If not, we're gonna increase the range a bit, because 200 does not go well with the Casket of Souls. It will be out of place compared to his rest of spells. So guys, Katep. Katep has been generated a massive update. Massive update. And we're gonna show some stuff. Listen to this, listen to this. Katep has innate resistance, 15 missile resistance. He does not have trapped. He does not have ceremonial bandages. So Casket has 50 missile resistance. He goes on the Casket. He does not have 30. We had to mod it. It's super easy to kill with range on Casket, like cannons, any missiles really. He gets closer to cast spells, he gets murdered by missiles. Just doesn't work. So we fixed his missile resistance on Casket for starters. It's a unique lord because it has artillery mount, but he's supposed to be the Lich priest, the Lich lord, the Grand Hierophant, and it did not really fit in his design. So we gave Katep targeting range plus 125% for spells. So the Jaf's Incantation of Cursed Blades has 450-meter range. That is almost the same range as the Casket of Souls. So Katep will be able to cast spells at the range of artillery. which makes him unique. And you guys gonna love this. This is going to be the most unique thing in the game. Artillery range spellcaster. So you use him on Casket of Souls, he's nuking with the casket and he's casting spells from a third of the battlefield away. Other than this, we have updated his skills. Will Q get the same? Yes, we definitely consider that as well. Q has to get it as well. But we're gonna have to see more about this. Just we are doing Tomb Kings right now, but Qget will get some increase there as well because he's in the same boat. On the Arcane Knowledge, we have added Winds of Magic Power Reserve +5 per turn. Since this skill was complete trash, we didn't have to touch the other stuff. We just have now +5 per turn. So it's basically a Chandler effect. On the Mortuary Cult, it was 1 jar per turn. 1 jar. There's no words. Now it's 10 jars per turn. The Canopic Jar Hoarder has also been doubled to 2, 4, and 6. Witness to the Golden Age, we have doubled the research from 5 to 10. And hopefully this works. Construction costs minus 10% was for local province. I made it for faction-wide. Hopefully it works. Reanimator has just been... we increased the leadership aura size to a massive plus 150%. With other effects, his range might actually reach away from his artillery. Basically, Katep leadership aura is supposed to be massive because his artillery in the back, because he gets too close, he gets murdered by range. So we'll take a look at this, but with other leadership aura size effects, he should have a massive leadership aura size. It works, I tested it, very good. His Sandstorm is very destructive with this radius, but it's still unpredictable. We double the radius and slightly increase the damage. And the range might need more adjustments. It's currently doubled. Steed Reanimation. We increased the attack bonus on these units and added plus 10% speed for all units in his army. So everybody in his army will get 10% speed, which is great for very slow units, because more Tomb King units are very slow. So he has a faster overall army compared to other Tomb Kings. This can be used whatever way you want, but it could be just used, to move the castle a little bit faster. Tomb Protector, we increased the unit capacity for Tomb Guard from +2 to +5. Lich Lord, we added 10% ward save. And the best for last, the Grand Hierophant has spell intensity plus 20%. So his spells are 20% more powerful. This skill was just remove this, and this is it. The Lich Staff... I wanted to put the power reserves 0.2, but again I put power charge. But it's supposed to be power reserves plus 0.20. fix that. We'll see if that even works. It's supposed to be like, you know, like life leeching, like the stuff on Kairos. So he was supposed to be getting a plus 0.20 power reserves. And hopefully it works when we cast it, right? Because it's supposed to be augment for him and hex for the enemy. You know, like the Elspeth's ability. Well, this will definitely make Katep special and desirable to play. Yeah, try to do this one. If you can't do that, we'll do something else about it. But I want the Lich staff to give him power reserves. He's supposed to be the best wizards of the Tomb Kings, right? And this faction has to be about Katep and the Mortuary Cult. And I think it's gonna be about that right now. Here's just a regular Arcane Conduit. I didn't ask Agneta about replacing Arcane Conduit with Greater Arcane Conduit because replacing stuff is more difficult. But I would replace Arcane Conduit with Greater Arcane Conduit if we can. There is more jars to use, Traklon, and Katep has it cheaper. So he has a cheaper Mortuary Cult. We're still gonna do something about the faction effects, but his one is, I think, fine. Yeah, we were only doing too much Agneta. We only, you know, there was only a wall of text, but there's always in the next day, you know. Wise is giving twice as many jars. Chariot Master is now slightly better with 2 ranks. Infantry Master is a lot better because being on foot is a downside. There is plans for everything, Straklin. Imbuer gives 3 ranks for these units. It used to be +1/+1 and that's it. We added 10% ward save on top. Serpent Cower gives 4 Stalkers. If anybody likes the Stalkers, it's just a choice. None of it's better. You want to get 4 extra Stalkers, or you want to get stronger big stuff and 10% ward save. Proficient Caster now has 10 spell intensity. Knowledgeable is just faster leveling, much faster leveling. But you know, it has a downside. Once you go down the leveling, that's it. Wise, it's no longer just one thing, you're just gonna cycle. The idea behind the trait rework is to lower or completely prevent cycling. The cycling should be only done in the case you are specifically targeting something like agent traits or something for a longer campaign. In a regular campaign, cycling should be completely gone now. It's gone. Forget about cycling now, it's gone. There is good traits all around. Let me show some of the Cetra stuff and.
In the name of Magnus.
Henry has only one king.
We haven't touched a lot, but I can say with a certain now that Tomb Kings are over half done. Over half done right now. And that's the faction we've done the most work. Tomb Kings are over half done. So for the Prince Nebetar is kind of unique character. I would like two things. I would like give him immortality on rank 1, like Kevin, because see, I forgot about this. And I would like to give his trait to be a chariot master at all times. Since he's the captain of the royal chariot, the only thing that makes sense is two things. He's either a chariot master or he can't get infantry or cavalry master. So we'll still do about this. We'll still do about this. It looks like cunning has been fixed. Good job, Agneta. We made the cunning a true hybrid trait. It has multiple effects. It will be the best in an army that does occasionally ambushes, and it's still usable on the campaign map without, having just crippling effect. Like if this guy is on the campaign map outside your territory, it doesn't do anything, but it's a true hybrid trait. Just agenting, situational agenting. This does work in the army. Some characters have poison, so it doesn't do. So you have attack and you have this effect. This is for me the standard for traits. Hybrid ones are slightly better than the other ones if you use everything, but sometimes you're gonna use a part of it and they're gonna be weaker than more focused traits. This is what I consider a character defining trait. You have a little bit of everything. So if you have a cunning character, you can use it as an agent, or you can use it as a hero in the army, and you can move him out of the army and into the army. It's gonna be useful in both situations. But for this guy, I would like him starting with mortality in rank 1, and his main trait to be a chariot master, or not available infantry master or cavalry master because of his unique trait. So, get your tissues, boys. Get your tissues, boys. Let's show Settra. Settra will probably get some more, but we did a lot for Settra already. First things first, for all the Tomb Kings, my will be done is now 55 effect range. 55 is the new standard. Unless ability is powerful or a spell, we keep it at 35. Unyielding Will is infinite range, entire battlefield. It's Settra after all. The entire army of Settra gets this on the battlefield. Settra's crown, we increase the armor from 10 to 20. Fizz resist from 15 to 20. And Crown of Hekara is supposed to be infinite as well. Again, I will change it. Again, this one is supposed to be infinite as well. Etc. after all. His Blessed Blade of Petra is way stronger, has a massive attack buff, and we increase the damage. The attack buff is needed on Settra, because Settra is supposed to be incredibly powerful combatant, and his attack value is a bit lacking to represent that. So we're giving him a massive attack buff on the Blessed Blade. The effect is 6-second duration. The effect doesn't really matter much, but duration, we did it at the same time as the weapon. The Settra's army, once you get a set bonus, will have 20 more campaign moon range. And it fits with the flavor, and it's one of the things we don't need to put more for him, but more for his army. Be careful if you're fighting Cetra, he'll have more movement range than other stuff. Close to level of Karl. The set bonus are lacking and they need to be better for sure. The Imperishable grants 5% ward save at tier 1, 10% ward save at tier 2, 50% ward save at tier 3, 20% ward save at tier 4. Getting closer to Imperishable. This is a character that's supposed to be over the top. Cetra on the Heavenly War Sphinx, as all the Heavenly War Sphinxes, the mounts, they got more defense, more speed, and more anti-infantry. The difference between the unit itself has more powerful range. It's not really a true tier 5, while it's still on a tier 5 slot. The Necro Sphinx and the Hero Titan are supposed to be the most powerful Tomb King units. The Chariot of the Gods, we added 8 defense and immune to flanking. The Cetra does not have any more flanking penalties, which makes the Chariot of the Gods again the more powerful mount than a Heavenly War Sphinx. The Chariot of the Gods was taking massive damage due to Chariot rework. It being immune to flanking and having higher melee defense makes it better when it's surrounded and fighting strong attackers. The Conqueror of the Past, we increased the control to -10. This is supposed to be lowered to to 2. 3 I think is too much. Yeah, just put 1 too higher, but it'll be +2. What else? Restless Minions. We improved the second level because it was very similar to level 1. On the second level you get 4 Tomb Guard and 10 attack for these units. The Trample of the Ages, the charge has been increased 30% since the percentages on charge are off over flat, so it's close to flat amount. Because we can remove it, we just increase it. I mean, it takes more work to remove it, so just increase it's fine. The Immortal King of Nehekara now also grants Cetra plus 7% health. His final skill was 12% charge and 10 Fizz resist. The ward save was more fitting here, I think, as the title. So Immortal King goes well with 20% hit points. And he'll have quite a bit of health on Chariot of the Gods. Especially with Bloody. The Indomitable Will has been doubled effect since charge leadership. Tomb Strike now grants 30% more AP damage as well, longer duration, but it's just 3 seconds. And Desert Strike is also added AP damage, since when he dies AP, it doesn't do nothing regarding damage. The Cetra is pretty much glorious right now, especially on the Chariot of the Gods. A lot of the Tomb King's units, not all, have been changed. The buffs buffed around, continuing removing of the multiplayer aspect of the game. I'll just highlight a few. Hero Titan has been made way more dangerous. Hero Titan, have you managed to add the Perfect Vigor to Hero Titan, Agnieszka? We added Immune to Flanking. It's supposed to also have Perfect Vigor. Hero Titan is supposed to be this massive thing. It makes no sense it's getting flanked. It has its health increased from the giant copy pasta. It's not a Hero Giant, it's Hero Titan. We increased also its damage. I think a couple things are missing here, but like I said, it's a lot of stuff. There's definitely a room to add even to flanking in a couple of places. So Agneta, Hero Titan is missing 10 attacks, so supposed to have 66 and perfect vigor, and then it's complete. Hero Titan should have higher attack to go with that damage, but when this thing gets into melee, it should destroy. Its downside is speed, so it can get countered because it's slow. Whatever counter slow units, it will counter Hero Titan. But there'll still be a lot of work to destroy a fully buffed Hero Titan. It says it's fixed in the files. What about Perfect Vigor? Maybe you haven't given me the updated version. But yeah, Hero Titan is now a real tier 5 unit. It's just missing 10 attack here and Perfect Vigor. The Necrosphinx has received the same thing. Hey, Kurjak, thanks.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
So if a unit is a powerful unit like a Hero Titan or Necrosphinx and it shows tier 5 here, I expect it to be really spooky in the battlefield. Hero Titan and the Necrosphinx are supposed to be the Tomb King's most powerful units.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Outside the Hero Titan and the Necrosphinx, the other more powerful units of the Tomb Kings are the Legions of Legend. And the Legions of Legends have been also buffed.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Just one moment, boys. Don't mind Agneta, guys. There are sometimes bugs around, but they all get polished over time. I do double check these things, and he giving me the early version of this,
Have you seen that shit?
but things still get patched. So Osirian Legion of the Netherworld received a big size unit, which also comes with health and speed buff.
Oh my god.
But Agneta has given it the extra 0 there.
What the hell?
So basically, it's a massive unit with 4 speed. The Wraiths do have 50 missile resistance, so it benefits from that as well. Just put their speed to 40. The Storm Riders of Zar, we made them even faster. They got now 100 speed. It's on the fastest scaler in the game. It's supposed to be a special thing with this unit. They have 85. We made them 100. And we have doubled their AP damage while also increasing their attack. So this is a really fast, spooky unit to kill average units really fast. The Venom Knights of Asaf, the heavy cavalry, it's made heavier. The CA has started increasing some of the heavier cavalry special units to be even heavier, and we went with in the spirit of that. Venom Knights of Asaf already trample things. Now they're gonna trample things even harder. They're one of a kind. We increased their mass. I think I've given them mass and perfect vigor. You given the other ones? Great. The other ones should have done as well. The other ones should just retain the speed though. This one is supposed to be special at 76 speed. So Venom Knights of Asaph, just a small change because it was all very powerful. The Mass and Perfect Vigor. Hero Titan is missing Perfect Vigor. It will get a Perfect Vigor as well. I will put Perfect Vigor on the units where it fits, but we're not going to overuse it. I think on a Hero Titan, being the Avatar of Death and being very slow, gets crippled by Vigor. It fits. And Perfect Vigor on this unit is a special thing, being Legion of Legend. The Flock of Jaff supposed to have 6,000 health, and we made it tougher in general. It's also a very fast unit that it's hard to kill. Legions of Legends, you can have only one. Only one, that's why they're over the top. Hero Titan, you can have multiple in the army. Same for the Necrosphinx. The Hemrian War Sphinx, it's not a true tier 5 like the Hero Titan and the Necrosphinx. We can do crazy stuff for this unit because it's a mount, but we did increase the speed, defense, and anti-infantry a bit, which was fitting. But for the Hemrian War Sphinx unit, to make it desirable, a tier 5, we have given the standard range of 150. All the Tomb Kings now have 150 range. The Hemrian War Sphinx also have a lot higher AP damage, so its shots will be more noticeable to slowly kill units. It's a secondary thing, so it's not supposed to be a primary thing. But if you take into account battle skills, experience, technologies, it has one of the stronger missile attacks in the game. While it's still primary thing, it's its massive body, speed, and trampling infantry. It's not as powerful as the Necrosphinx or the Hero Titan, but it's still one of the stronger units of the Tomb Kings. If you guys also missed it, every Wisdom now is at -10 instead of -30. The downside of the dynasties is you need to expand to unlock them faster. Every dynasty has a battle healing cap plus 10% to all armies, and plus 3 replenishment to all armies. To unlock all the dynasties, you still have to get into late game or expand very fast. The Ossuary Dirge finally applies to Skeleton Spearmen and Skeleton Warriors after 8 years. CA has forgot this for 8 years. The Dynasty Plans also applies to Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen. Skeleton Warriors has slight buff to attack and defense and leadership, and also the Skeleton Spearmen as well. This is to remove the multiplayer stuff out of them. This unit's slightly better now. These units also as well now will benefit a little bit more from the Realm of Souls. We may increase the duration of the Realm of Souls by 7 seconds on each level, and we also added a 10 leadership effect. Because as the units get destroyed, lose leadership, the Realm of Soul doesn't work on them because of the leadership is hard and broken. I will repeat once again, Tomb Kings are one of the poorest factions in the game on the base level, primarily because of multiplayer and outdated Warhammer 2 balancing in the campaign regarding how the armies and units are unlocked. Warhammer 3 dropped this. Everybody has more armies, but Tomb Kings have been forgotten. This basically made us give all the Tomb Kings one more army capacity at the start, which means immediately you can recruit another army. You can immediately recruit another army Arkan get 2, because Arkan is more hostile to others. Also, the Tomb King's AI will get the most benefit of this, because not everybody plays Tomb Kings. Everybody can literally get double the military compared to Tomb Kings in the very short time, and now the Tomb Kings can compete with that as well. We have to visit the Lorun Hekara still, some other stuff as well, but another thing as well that has been changed. All the resources do a little bit more. Gold was already decent, we made a little bit better because above the other resources. For example, pottery, every resource have been added 100 income, and we doubled the resources. It used to be just 10 kilnful and nothing else. Basically just ignore out once you unlock the mortuary cult stuff, or you trade with somebody else. It takes a precious slot, so it makes sense to have some income and some more for trade. On the Crypt Barracks, we added 1 Tomb Guard garrison. And on the Royal Barracks, 1 Tomb Guard and 1 Tomb Guard Halberds garrison. The pyramids will get their turn as well. On the Scorpion Nest, we increased the capacity from 1 to 2 and added a Tomb Scorpion garrison. So Tomb Scorpion building is now more desirable. It was completely ignored before. The War Sphinx corruption has been increased from -1 to -2, and there is a garrison of a Hemnen War Sphinx. Same for the Necro Sphinx and the same for the Hero Titan. On the Necro Serpent Nest, there is a unit of Necropolis Knights in the garrison. On the Royal Menagerie, there is a unit of Necropolis Knights and Necropolis Knights Halberds, which makes the Tomb King cities more formidable garrisons. They have some of the weaker garrisons, and a fully built Tomb King city will be properly garrisoned. On the Nekhekaran Citadel, which was pretty much almost ignored before, unless you really like the Bone Giant, there's a Tomb Guard and a Tomb Guard Halberds garrison. On the Royal Battle Chamber, we haven't done much because it had already some utility from before. We just increased the canopic jars from 1 to 10 a turn. It used to be 1. 1. 1. This, with the change of several traits and the Canopic Jar Hoarder giving now 2, 4, 6 instead of 1, 2, 3, you will have plenty of Canopic Jars to enjoy the mechanic from the earlier stage of campaign. Not as early as you can with the Greenskin Scrap, but already after turn 20 it will be noticeable. You will be crafting stuff and considering unlock other stuff instead of just saving for the 2 more dynasties. With the +1 army at the start, you'll be doing some other stuff instead of just saving for, you know, the same stuff every time. Eternal is the traits. All the traits have literally been improved, except one, a Scavenger. I've not yet decided what to do about it. But this is pretty much the thing. The thing. There's no more hero cycling unless you're looking for something specific, as a agent thing or in the late game. There is more work to do about the Tomb Kings, but Tomb Kings are over half done, and it's the faction we've done the most work. Anyways, boys, this is gonna be it for tonight. I already streamed nearly 7 hours, and I spent over 4 hours on the mod. The recent days have been literally streaming and mod over 11 hours a day. Over 11 hours a day. I think I need a day off. Literally need a day off. It just I'm thinking about this 24/7 and obsessing over this. And we also have to play more as well. We need to just tone it down a bit. Tone it down a bit. Tone it down, Elich. I'm just lucky and very happy Agneta is putting all these hours as well, because he has to do almost as many hours as I have to do to implement all this. And some things he's still learning. So, and we are also some of these things are not very simple. So you still have to learn how to do them and do testing. It's a lot of work. Like I said, just understand, guys. There's a lot of stuff. And things will get their turn. You know, sometimes I get inspired to do things ahead of time, or some things, you know, out of place. But I don't like the idea of just do one thing at a time. We do things a little bit over the place. And depending what I spot it's off, we have to also do testing. As there's a lot of stuff. If you guys play the mod and you notice that something's off, you can always post a message on the Steam section of the mod. But changes are happening, gonna be happening every week, as long as Agneta is willing. This is a work in progress in perpetuity, which means it'll never stop. As long as we're playing the game, the work will go on, because it's impossible to do everything. It's not realistic. The CN knows this as well, and they are getting paid to do this shit, and they cannot do this as well. This is why they are only working when people are crying, when fixing is being done, and around paid content. Look at the big fort, boys. Look at this! Look at that! Green skin like a good fort. It makes them feel important when they are can shout and fling excrement from the walls. Black Orc headquarters. We added a proper garrison. If anything's supposed to be garrisoned, it's the big fort, the Black Orc headquarters. This is one of those over-the-top things I mentioned. And look at that. It's hot. The Horde has 2 Orc Biggins garrison. Hey there, bro. I thought about you when I was doing this. 2 Biggins garrison, the Horde. Its alternative has been reworked. This was pretty much a no-brain. This was ignore, since it's mutually exclusive. On the raiding stashes, we increased the battle loot, the raiding, the income from second looting. It's already competitive to this on tier 1. On tier 2, it's better than this, but if you're not fighting, it's always going to be better. But on tier 3, there's also 2 Orc Biggins, and it's definitely now competitive with 500 income plus bonuses. The CA values were shit. You get this every turn, even if you're not fighting, it stacks with bonuses. Now this, if you're doing a lot more fighting, if you want to do a lot more armies, if you're going to want more negative, this is going to be slightly better if you're doing lots of battles per turn. In the turns, when you're not doing any battles, this doesn't do anything, and this is always going to do better. If you're a type of player which does battles every few turns, plays a little bit slower, a little bit more passive, even with greenskins, the Horde is a building for you. If you're a type of player that's very aggressive, just fights all the time, multiple battles a turn, raiding hideout is better. One is not better than the other. Make it fit your playstyle. Slower, a little bit more passive playstyle, the Horde. Very aggressive playstyle with lots of battles, raiding hideout. CA made them mutually exclusive. but they didn't really put the proper wheels on it, and we made it proper. So depending on your playstyle, what kind of campaign you want, you decide. They are both good. Anyways, boys, badge. Good night. I need to still do like 4k more steps before bed, and I'm already sleepy. Walk in bed. Good night. Sleep in ship hours.